To many, legendary folk singer, songwriter, and social activist Pete Seeger was the conscience of America for more than half of a century. As a member of the Weavers and as a solo artist, Seeger's songs brought social awareness to millions, with songs such as Where Have All the Flowers Gone? To this classic.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning.
Seeger's If I Had a Hammer and many others inspired scores of singer-songwriters like John McCutcheon.
I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning. It was July 1st, 1966. I bought my first LP. And it was a concert of Pete Seeger at Carnegie Hall. And it was unlike any album I ever heard. All over this land.
McCutcheon quickly caught the bug to pursue music, learning guitar as a teenager growing up in Wausau, Wisconsin.
When I started playing the guitar as a 14-year-old kid, neither I nor my family had the money for lessons, and so I went down to the public library, and Dr. Dewey and his decimal system led me to this tattered paperback black and white book called Woody Guthrie Folk Songs.
While attending college in Minnesota, McCutcheon decided to do something different musically.
I started playing the banjo, which in the state of Minnesota is like the ultimate in cultural denial. So I convinced my advisor to let me do a 3-month independent study, hitchhiking around the Appalachian South, meeting banjo players.
McCutcheon found his calling and pursued a career as a folk singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist, recording many successful albums. In the early 1970s, McCutcheon got the opportunity to meet his musical hero.
I began a relationship with Pete in 1973 or 74, and right up until he died, which would have been 40 years later. Especially in his later years, we found ourselves together a lot.
It was that close friendship that led McCutcheon to pay tribute to his mentor on his 40th album, called To Everyone in All the World, a celebration of Pete Seeger. The collection features covers of Seeger's most iconic songs.
To everyone in all the world, I reach my hand, I shake their hand. 2019 would have been Pete's 100th birthday. There are few people in the musical world who have had as wide a range of influence and impact as Pete.
Making this album was a labor of love for McCutcheon. Through modern technology, he was able to collaborate with other artists.
My friend Katia Cardenal from Nicaragua duetted with me. She was there and I was here. All the recording together probably took 3 or 4 months.
McCutcheon's live performances pack venues across the U.S. and around the world. Audience members are treated to an evening of guitar, banjo, and even dulcimer music with his signature song, Leviathan. At each show, McCutcheon connects with the crowd, who in turn inspire him to write new music.
After 40 plus years, a lot of my audience members do my job for me. They come up to me after a show and they'll say, you know, you ought to write a song about this.
During his 47 years in the music business, McCutcheon enjoys being involved in human rights, social and labor causes. He also loves teaching others the art of songwriting. It all prompted him to host a writer's workshop at the historical Highlander Center in eastern Tennessee.
What so many people who took me under their wing did for me, it's now time for me to do with other people.
While he enjoys sharing his love of songwriting, McCutcheon doesn't provide advice on how to break into the music business.
One of the first things I say to my songwriting students is, if you've come here and you want to learn how to write a big hit, you're in the wrong place.
For now, McCutcheon loves entertaining audiences with his own classics like Y'all Means All.
Y'all come in. Y'all means all.
To more recent songs, including Alternative Facts.
Alternative facts, when the truth won't do. It was always a process of following the music and discovering new things. I wake up every morning excited to do my job. Who can argue with alternative facts?